Hey everyone, it's Ovi again. No, I'm not dead. I know I've left you guys without a video for over a month now. Last one I did was January 21st when I showed you guys the fabulous Flipperspiel Wonderland. Um, I'm going to do this video. This is going to be an update video. Basically, I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff that I need to catch up with you guys, all my hundreds of subscribers out there. But for anyone that wants to stick around, I got a lot to talk about, a lot of updates to tell you about, and what has been going on in this big absence. To me, not making a video in a month, it's a lot of time. Maybe for you, I don't know, you probably even forgot about me. I'm probably gonna get like one or two hits, if anything, from my closest friends. But anyhow, let's get to this. Like I said, no, I'm not dead. It's probably a lot of you thought. You see, I'm rusty. That's why you need to do this every day. No, I'm not dead. I didn't get a heart attack. I didn't get a stroke. I didn't get any of that. It's just that I've been very, very busy. Um, Again, as you know, I drive a cab 12 hours a day, and the credit card bills started to come in. All these bills started to come in. I had to pick up a few more shifts, and it's just working 60 hours a week, 70. Yeah, 60 hours a week for a few weeks, and you just have no time for anything. And I have so many things that I want to do, that there is no time. First of all, I got a new hairdo. I'm not really digging it. I just kind of feel like I wanted to change. I used to just have my sides real short and spiky hair, or back to the front, whichever way it would go. I had not touched the comb. I was thinking more than 10 years. I had not touched the comb or a hairbrush or anything of that sort. And that's my hair is just like, what is this thing going through my hair? It has never known it, so it's kind of hard. I have to put product in a whole bunch of stuff. Kind of wanted to change it up, but I kind of feel older. I don't want to feel older. I'm 32, and honestly, I feel like I'm still in my young 20s. I don't know why. It's weird. I mean, I am mature, but I kind of want to. I want to grow up. Maybe that's it. We all want to have the responsibilities, but not grow up. I wish that were the case. So yeah, I got this hairdo. I might go back. What I really want to do is just leave the top longer, so I can do stuff with it. Look cool. The sides definitely I don't like the sides. I want them short, so I'm probably gonna get a haircut this tomorrow, next day. Just the sides are killing me. Um, yeah, I've just been very busy. The credit cards come in. I had to pick up a few extra days. I've been very busy. I've been very thoughtful lately. A lot of the times that I've had this time to myself is to be able to think. Because when you're in the cab and you're driving around, you have to deal with so much crap. And I mean, you're on the road, people cutting you off, people being stupid, so much of that crap. And you really need some time to just sit down and be quiet and think to be able to see what's the next step you're gonna do. And I've been doing a lot of thinking, and particularly of my future. I have so many things I wanted to be. I had a conversation once with a person, and I told him, you know what? I've always wanted to be one of the three things. Back then, in my delusions of grandeur, I said I would like to be president of the United States. And maybe I don't have it. Maybe because maybe someone that is going to be president, they probably start from young or relatively younger, and maybe have the connections, or maybe are in that kind of pool of politics. But quite frankly, the past few elections have just left me aghast of the type of people that run for president, and it sickens me, quite frankly. On the Republican and on the Democratic side too. Especially regarding this whole Obamacare, it's really got me upset. I was really rooting for it, but the way they did it, it's not helping. It's not helping. But I have to make a whole video just for that one topic. It's incredible. The They completely blew it. But anyway, that I wanted it. I said, I can do it. I don't care. I just go do my best. I'm not gonna listen to special interests or all these people that just want to get rich. No, it's for Americans. This government needs to go back to the Americans. Every single one. So that was one thing, right? And I said, well, it could be, especially since I'm Hispanic, and there's a surge of Hispanics coming to power and coming to government, and maybe I could ride that wave. It felt feasible, and a lot of people did encourage me, maybe because they didn't want to burst my bubble and like you, pshaw. Um, the other thing I wanted to be was I wanted to be an author. I have found that I am a very creative person. I am a very analytical person as well. I mean, I can handle both fields, but I feel that I am more creative than anything. I'm continually thinking of things, inventions, or just thoughts. One of my favorite shows is on the radio is Radiolab. It's just the way they go into depth into subjects. They don't go into like just the main subject. They deviate as far as they can in any ramification that you can think of. And it's just my brain craves all that information, and it craves it so that it can create. It's kind of like when you build Legos. If you only have one type of Lego, well, you're kind of limited to what you can do. I mean, you can make something cool, but what if you get different pieces and pieces can do this? Your possibility is just open. And you can make masterpieces, and that's kind of like how my brain works. I love to absorb everything, everything. That's why I like driving cabs, because I get to talk to a lot of people from all different, especially in the conventions, all sorts of industries, all sorts of walk of life. I get to pick their brains a bit and get all the information. So, coming back to that, I'm a creative person. So I've always wanted to be an author. I love fantasy, I love fiction, I love just being able to invent whatever comes into my mind without no restrictions of physics, chemistry, quantum mechanics, whatever you want. You just do whatever you want to do. And that's such a cool thing, to be free to, in this world that you create, do whatever you want. You're basically God, and who wouldn't want to play God, you know, in their little world, it don't affect nobody. It's something very, I find, liberating. And I have lots of ideas for stories, and it's just something that I've never really had time to dedicate myself. I mean, I've seen people that write books, and it takes them 2, 3 years, maybe even 10 years to write it. But because they do find the time, and maybe they have people that support them in the making, I have at least 2 ideas that I feel that are huge, that could change my future, and become a published author and recognized. If anything, the thing why people do things is because ultimately, yeah, it is for their own pleasure, but it's also recognition. Everyone wants to be recognized and said, "Oh, hey, he's the guy that does good. He's the guy that did that." Because then we wouldn't be upset when people say, "Oh, he did," like negative stuff. "Oh, he's a crook. He's a murderer. Or, he's a rapist." Or nobody wants kind of that notoriety. They want the good notoriety. And the third thing that I always wanted to do is I wanted to be a movie director. I'm fascinated by movies. It's just, even the bad ones, you learn from the good and you learn from the bad. Just the manner that they bring the story, that it can be brought to you in different shapes and sizes and different paces, and the whole, kind of comes back to the whole storytelling, but in a visual mode. I'm a very visual person. Um, I, for some reason, I can read a book, but if I can hear a book, it's better. But if I can see a book, it's way better. Like let's take for instance the Bible. I've touched the Bible many times, the Christian Bible, and I've read the passages, and nothing has stuck. I've always wanted to read the whole thing just to know it, and there's very few things that have stuck. And yet I've heard passages being read out loud, or maybe the passages that when you go to church, or when I used to go to church, the priest would say that sticks. Okay, I could imagine it in my mind's eye. And then right now when I watched previously the Bible, the series The Bible, I even I downloaded it, and it shows from Abraham to everything, and now I can tell you exactly how everything started, well, according to the Bible, right? Everything started in the Exodus and everything, the tribes, Jacob and everything up all the way up until Jesus Christ, and how the dynamics of everything happened, and that's how I learn. And that's how I feel like I can express myself in doing being a director, doing a movie. Certain emotions that I want to capture, certain shots I want to capture, certain things that I think will help and tell my story. So that was the third thing. So recap: being president, being an author, being a director. So those are the three things. But there's other things that my mother will always tell me. Oh, you should be an accountant, or you should, do the kind of stuff, more sure things. But it's just I can do accounting. I can run numbers like anything. I can crack them and everything. I have a very high aptitude for numbers. I was in the highest 10th percentile as far as math. I never got to calculus or anything like that really hard stuff. But yeah, algebra, everything I would just rip right through it. I was in advanced math. I was a teacher's aide. As far as math was, English I was horrible. Especially for an aspiring author, English I was horrible. I would give F's all the time on English. But just because I guess I was lazy, I was tired. Again, going back to the whole reading part. The reading part, it's real annoying. It's kind of like when you buy something new, you have to read the freaking instructions. You're like, so they could just tell me, just push this. Oh, great. I learned it way faster like that. So those were the three things, and that's what I had thought about. So it comes back to this. I had been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube, all these people doing YouTubes, and I kind of felt like I could do this, and kind of being in between, something like that. Create stories or create videos, create skits, just get some of all the stuff that's in my head out, and make a little vent a bit. But I just been, unfortunately, I've been tied back by this job, by my situation, quite frankly. I've been the man of my house for 16 years now, ever since I was like 14. My father left. That's a whole other thing, but the bottom line is I was the oldest. I had two younger brothers. My mom, I had to be the man of the house, and I had to take a lot of responsibilities at a young age. That really truncated my child, well, not childhood, but you could say my early adulthood. And I kind of was propelled. Maybe that's why I want to go back so much to still being a kid. I mean, I'm 32, but for some reason I still feel like I'm 18. Who knows? So I tried to do this, but I was limited by money because I really don't have that much money. I had to grab a computer for the graces of someone else. I got a computer. I ended up buying a used Blue Yeti. I saved up. I bought it for like $70. A note of caution: you do get what you pay for. I mean, it does work fine, perfectly, but it's a little finicky, especially with the old USB. Sometimes you'll get feedback or whatever. So you just gotta, buying something new is a lot better if you can afford it, because when you buy it used, you're buying something that eventually it's not gonna last you probably as much as something new, unless they've taken real good care of it. But that's one thing. Another thing, this camera is a little bit limiting. I have found out that it's better if like the audio goes straight to the TV. I mean the audio, the video and everything. You can control it more, and that way. So finally, I got that in. I just ordered it a few days ago. I got the Logitech C930E. So apparently it does work with Windows 8, and it has all these special features and does processing inside the camera and all that kind of stuff. So finally I'll be able to get off this little camera, and especially for the videos that I do here in my room, and leave this for whatever else. Another update. I finally, thank God, got a phone. I went over to the good folks at T-Mobile, and they hooked me up with the Sony Xperia Z1S. Oh my God, this is so good. I had been stuck with a crappy piece of shit phone, which I still probably have around here somewhere. You probably all know. I was holding it up with rubber band because the whole thing fell apart. It was an HTC One, HTC MyTouch, and it was just crap. It was gingerbread, 2.3 gingerbread, and I'm all the way up to Jelly Bean, 4.3. They might make it up to 4.4. I think it's Kit Kat. But oh my God, just the coolest phone. It's so sleek. I mean, to me, it's just sex in a phone. Feels so nice. It's glass. It's yeah, my battery's in. You know, the cool Timescape UI. I got on my own. I now finally have Vine. I didn't have Vine for the longest time. I have Vine. I have Instagram, iHeartRadio, Twitter, PlayStation Mobile. Woo-hoo-hoo. You know, the regular PlayStation. I can the camera is 20 megapixel. I can finally take nice pictures with the phone. You know, especially for all my online stuff. I love the phone. It's wow. I can't believe I spent so much time. So the reason I was able to get it because I've been working on my credit. It was in the dumps for the longest time. Because again, you know, you don't have money, you make mistakes, and you get collections and all that kind of crap. But I was slowly rebuilding it, and they managed to get me in by paying half for it, and the other half paying in payments. So that worked for me. I got on it. I just got it like on Valentine's Day. They had a special going on, which the big kicker was that if you got it between those dates, you got a free year for PlayStation Plus. For anybody that has a PlayStation 3 or 4 or Vita, Plus is amazing, and I got a free year just by buying a phone. So that just goes to lower the price of the phone. Let's see now. No, it's getting close to 20 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap this. I told you it was gonna be a long video. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm really excited and moving. I'm leaving this place in June. July will be the first month I get to a new place just for me. It's gonna be my own little apartment finally. I'll be able to decorate it. I'm probably gonna still have to pick up a few extra days because I do want to buy some furniture or some stuff, you know, to make it nice. I'll probably try to unpeel my Tron mural that I have over there, see if I can salvage it. It was $150. Like I was hesitant to put it up, but then I said, "What the hell, you know? I might as well put it up." And then I had to move over here. And I want to get a new desk, something nice. You know, so I want to pamper myself. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have to, you know, pick up a few shifts, and yeah, maybe not do as many videos as I'd like. I got my loop rate finally. It got here yesterday, so this is the next video I'm gonna do. See what I got. Let's see. I went everything updated in here. Oh, PlayStation 4. I'm excited for so many things, so many cool games that are coming out. The Order, the new Final Fantasy, the 15 that was Versus 13. Oh my God, obviously Destiny. So many things, and I'm like, I wish I had more time to just freaking play. Hopefully, some of you have all the time in the world and enjoy it while you can. So, and anything, thank you for sticking around for so long. Please let me know what you think. You know, any words of encouragement, whatever you want. And it don't matter. I read every comment. I don't take things too personally as far as the negative things go. So I know there's mean people out there, whatever. One guy posted, "You like burritos?" Well, yes, I do. Do you have any? And I've been messing around, especially a lot with you know, After Effects. I got a few programs, After Effects. I got Vegas, and I'm really thinking of like amping up how my presentation, because I'm a very perfectionist person and I need the tools, but I also need the knowledge because I have these things and I don't know how to do them. So I'm having to look at all these tutorials just to do titles and all this stuff. Hopefully, maybe I'll put some in this video. You know, some cool stuff. You know. Anyways, again, thank you so much for watching my videos, and please comment, please subscribe, please share, and as always, end of line.